Today I'm watching Peaky Blinders Season 3, Episode 6. It's the Season 3 finale, which usually means some pretty intense scenes. The past two season finales have taken place at the racehorse. This one, I believe, is going to be about this train robbery, this jewel heist, everything happening all at once. We have seen some characters been potentially killed off in season finale, so that makes me very nervous. I don't know what's going to be happening. There's a lot of moving pieces with this season, with the Russians and the Soviets, and Alfie's now back involved. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. We've already had one cast member. We had Grace killed off this season, so I hope that's enough. I hope we don't lose anybody else. That was such a huge blow. So I really hope this episode, the Shelby gang, makes it out alive. But please no spoilers. I'm really enjoying this series so far. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Another cover of the opening song? Or just more like an instrumental version? Okay. They opened the school in Grace's name. They're like, we appreciate you doing this nice thing and setting up an orphanage, but what other methods do you have?
Now let us sing. Immortal, invisible.
Yeah, like, are they gonna use this to, like, funnel money through or something? Like, I feel like there's ulterior motives for sure.
I've allocated myself an office. Just there, 2 doors in from the street.
He's gonna let the priest...
It already has the stove and the crucifixion on the window.
After he knows what he did to Michael? He can't. Come on. Yeah, Michael's like, hey, remember me? Oh, good. That's horrible. Stay away from him.
That's my diary. Fuck mate, some other night you do it. Incoming.
Mr. Shelby.
Yes.
I feel like Tommy hates this. The smiling, the tea, all these ladies bothering him with their ideas. I'm sure he hates that.
No inconvenience at all.
Yeah. He's like, please leave me alone. Never speak to me again.
Widow's Institute. Made by Mr. Winslow himself of Winslow Castings.
Look at that.
What is he going to do with a bronze horse?
So,
Thank you.
thank you for your time, ladies. Thank you.
He's very good at playing pretend and being just, you know, that smile and just, yeah, having the best time. When inside, he's probably just like, get me the heck out of here.
Boys. You see Charlie? Hi.
He just handed it to...
Flying, eh? Paul.
Someone just... Oh, what? No, come on. Come on.
I don't know.
He just handed it to somebody. No.
Where the cars are.
Tommy! Someone said they saw a nurse take him through the...
Yeah. Oh, God. I saw that when they were doing the photo. Someone took him.
Somebody said they saw a woman and a kid getting into a car.
Oh, no. They're taking Charlie.
Hold off! Tell me. Someone took him.
Oh, no.
Put him in a car. They put him in a car.
No.
We've got roadblocks and spotters. I'll set up shop and put every man we got.
Oh, my God. It all happened so fast.
You gotta go to the office. You gotta sit by the phone. Whoever took him's gonna call.
Polly!
Yeah, they're gonna hold him for ransom, obviously. It was definitely a nurse or someone. I think it had like a white or a gray outfit.
Gone where?
Oh my God, no, this is Tommy's worst nightmare.
There's someone outside, a priest.
Stay here, Paul. Stay here.
Yeah, the priest said, we'll take your son. And he's doing like Campbell did last season, where he takes collateral, basically, where he arrested Michael and Arthur. Now he's taking Charlie. This priest is, yeah, quickly becoming the new Campbell, and I hate it.
We did warn you that your son would be in danger if you deviated from the plan.
How did he deviate? What did he do?
It was you who made a mistake, you understand? What mistake did you make? Do you even know?
Tell me what you want.
Do they know about the Lee family?
But since the Bolsheviks will not be blowing up the train, you'll blow up the train yourself.
Oh.
It's always been about the explosion. From the beginning. The bang.
Tommy's like, I'm actually pretty busy with a jewelry heist.
That you're digging a tunnel. Mining for precious stones under Wilderness Hills.
Loose lips. Who's spying? Who's telling him? Honestly, how does he know these things?
And the Economic League will take all of the jewels that you steal.
Come on.
Double expenses.
Seriously?
Now get out of my care.
It's not your car, bud. So Tommy now has to not only blow up a train, which I'm sure he has tons of free time to do while worrying about his son, and also give everything that he's stolen to the priest, which was everybody's escape plan, this one last job.
Humans looking for the Riley, we couldn't reach him. And he's an housebug. Our enemies know everything.
Yes, how? How is that possible?
Son of the family, and he's an housebug. Who they spoke to now? Joins, no. Your wife, Arthur?
Arthur does love the chat.
Yourself that you're not thinking straight. Your mind's not clear.
Yeah, it could be Alfie for sure.
You've got okay now, John. All of a sudden back in the family, Ada. Hey, that's a surprise.
Now he's just suspecting everybody. Yeah, trust no one.
As of an hour ago, yes.
There's Michael in this line-up anyway.
You leave Michael out of this.
Oh!
He's not going to be your whipping boy.
The boy.
I never told Michael about the lilies of the valley.
That was only Alfie and Arthur. Yes. Yes, yes.
And his mate's got no need for extra cash.
Could it be Michael? Could it be Alfie?
You bring my wife into this. Means we speak when this business is done.
Could it be Linda? I don't know.
Say dynamite, 300 yards of cable, and 6 detonators by midday tomorrow.
They even got new hats for the season finale.
We're blowing up a train. People are gonna die.
6 to be exact, yep. I knew Tommy would do anything for his son, and I'm not surprised. He's just willing to go. He's like, yeah, whatever you want. Like, you want me to kill people? Sure. You want me to blow up a train? Sure, no problem. You want me to give you all these jewels? Sure. Whether he'll actually do it when the time comes, I don't know.
He came to you at my wedding. He pursued you.
He is looking more and more suspicious now, that's for sure.
Why would an educated man of his standing do something like that?
Oh, Tommy, come on.
You mean to a woman like me?
Yes.
I know you're stressed, but that's such a rude thing. Right now, my money is on Alfie, told the priest. But yeah, the painter's looking very suspicious. And Tommy's just such a jerk to Polly. Like, oh, he's such an educated man. Why would he waste his time with you? Like, clearly he has ulterior motives. Like, Polly's self-esteem is razor thin. And then Tommy just frickin' knocks her down again. Oh.
While withholding a name that you most certainly know, you've proven to me that you've done a deal with the Oddfellows.
Yes.
It was you who told him about the tunnel. You told him about the deal with the soap.
Yep. He's a loose cannon.
You crossed the line. The line? They're using my boy!
I don't think he knew that part.
No. Yeah, I knew.
Oh, God. Oh, okay, he did know. Oh, God.
What's going on?
Well, Michael learned to shoot, that's for sure.
When it comes to the old scary London boy. What do you want out of him right now, kid? What?
He's not on any side. He's on side whatever offers him the most money.
How many sons, yeah, have you cut, killed, murdered, butchered?
I mean, Alfie's not wrong. Like, Tommy obviously will go to the ends of the earth to protect his own son, but is killed, like Alfie said, how many other sons? Is Polly gonna kill the painter because she thinks that he's a spy?
Polly.
It wasn't him. He didn't do it. Yeah, will Polly actually, like, trust his intentions, or...
I think so.
Okay, well, I'm glad she didn't shoot him. Oh... I guess they're doing another painting, alright.
My solicitor! I have a right to have him here!
Gilbert Palmer.
Oh, God. Oh...
Wait. Deep breath. Easy.
Yeah, I think the last place Tommy ever thought he would be again is back digging tunnels.
Come on, boys.
I hope they can rescue Charlie. Oh man, I can't imagine what Tommy would do if he loses Grace and Charlie in the same season. Like, that's unimaginable. I can't see him giving up the jewels. I feel like if he blows up this train, I can see him doing that, but I don't know where he's gonna get 6 people from. And I feel like he's gonna just be hell-bent on taking out this priest now. Just like that, worker strike. See you later. Yeah, I'm curious about these 4 men that Arthur and John picked. That they knew obviously would be killed in this train explosion.
Order.
Yeah, Tommy is... I called him Tommy, and I was about to say Michael's acting like Tommy. Yeah, the way he's now telling people what to do, and he's saying, I'll give the order. So yeah, I'm very curious to see if egos will clash between Tommy and Michael at some point. As I feel like Michael's going to become very power hungry and just want to take over Tommy's role.
Please don't shoot. Please don't. Please.
Oh god! Oh god!
What do you think you're doing?
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! So much is happening!
We don't have much time! I'll take that fucking line.
No, 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 no!
You're a gypsy bastard.
Oh! Oh! Yeah, he's unleashed the rage. Oh, they're gonna drive right over the dynamite.
What's all Tommy? I'll do it. So I'll do it.
Yeah, Arthur's just relentless loyalty. Oh! Right in the neck. Oh, God. He's progressing quickly.
Out the way! Charlie's safe!
Oh my god! If they had just called like 5 seconds earlier, oh my god, yeah, now they've framed the Soviets for this train explosion because they hid those papers in there. But they weren't gonna do it obviously if they got Charlie back. Oh my god. Yeah, Michael's gone off the rails. Oh, okay. They're burning the... Okay. I'm assuming those are the Soviet documents? Oh, thank God. I couldn't imagine. My heart couldn't take it if he lost Grace and Charlie. Oh. He looks like there's something in his eyes that's like just not there. He looks just vacant. Yeah. Oh, he's like, excuse me, mother. I should go wash the blood out of my hair.
Good boy.
Tommy's like, okay, Charlie's safe. Now time to switch into, you know, other gear. And the priest is gone. Oh, poor Tommy. Oh, my heart. I feel like he's never gonna let that boy out of his sight again.
You can't stay.
Tommy needs my help.
And Tommy comes first, so he's gotta go. He's not even gonna... he doesn't even stay.
Where is he?
He's upstairs.
Oh yeah, reunion with Papa. He's like, here, take the jewels. He's like, I don't care about these anymore. I got my son back. Like, we're done. He's like, I would trade you $100 million worth of jewels for my son. Oh, he's returning them back to the Russians? What? What?
He's here on behalf of the Parisian buyers. He needs to verify the value.
She knew about this all along? And now she gets a cut? What?
Collection was mostly my mother's anyway. It was more mine than theirs. And they would never have sold it.
Oh, okay.
Birmingham. I'm gonna buy a racehorse.
We're doing this again?
Trained.
Yeah, so she just wanted her family's jewels, basically, and she's like, they're never gonna give them to me, so she's just stole them from her own family and worked, obviously, with Tommy to have him do all the legwork, and oh my. Sneaky, sneaky. Maybe they are more alike than I thought.
£5,000 for the sex.
That's how much he owes her? He's always wanted to pay his debts.
And 5 for helping you through the grief of losing your wife.
I don't think that was what happened at all. He's like, I'm not paying you that. See you later.
You didn't even come close.
No. You may have worn her perfume, but...
No, I just need your signature for the provenance.
Of course. I have a pen.
Oh god! Oh my god! The only witness. Yeah. She's insane. Don't put her and Alfie in a room together.
That's why they are all cursed. As are we.
Yeah. Cheese and rice.
If you're ever in Vienna, look me up.
Ah! No, thank you. Cheese and rice. Oh my god. I knew when they pulled back for that wide shot, I was like, what are we doing here? Tommy's like, I've had hell of a 24 hours. Oh my gosh. Go home, hug your son. Maybe take a day off.
Yes.
Arthur gonna get his 41,000. And Michael's sitting in the front now? Okay. I guess he did also, you know, kill the priest, rescue the baby.
I want to let you know I made a mistake.
Oh?
I made a mistake. And I want to apologize to all of you.
This is rare.
It was for you because some nights it was you who stopped my heart from breaking.
Aww.
Yeah. That's how it works. All right, John?
Yeah, Michael's gonna take the money, obviously.
An alternative view of the future of the Shelby Company Limited.
Go on. What does Paul have in mind? The ladies are sticking together, Tommy.
Then we'll get the boat to New York. And it'll all be in the past.
Are they actually gonna leave? I don't know. Oh, Arthur looks like he's gonna cry. I want him to get out, but it'll be sad not to see him on the show, obviously. But I think his character would do much better off away from all this madness.
I'll see you, right?
Oh, come on, Tommy. Say something. The very manly punch on the arm. Say something, Tommy. Come on.
For your arrest, murder, sedition, conspiracy to cause explosion.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm coming for you as well.
Oh my god.
To bring us down. Now they control the police, they control the judges, they control the jury.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
With people even more powerful than our enemies. Trust me, brother. Hey.
Oh my god.
Linda.
You did this deliberately!
I feel like he did. Yeah.
Come here. Oh, no, we have to run.
Warrants out for everybody that Tommy knew would happen if they did this plan, and he did it anyway. Tommy, what have you done? Did he just turn in his whole family? Did he just betray everybody? And yeah, the juxtaposition of a really slow song and just chaos happening, and Arthur's arrested, John's arrested, Michael's arrested, Polly's arrested. And of course, the one who orchestrated this whole thing is the only one left standing at the end of the day. Congratulations. Like, you saved your son, but you betrayed everybody else. Oh my god, what a way to end the season. Yeah, did he do it because he knew they were all gonna leave and he didn't want them to leave? So he's like, well, can't leave if they're in jail. They'll need me still. Yeah, standing in the doorway as everybody leaves him in this big house. So that was my first time watching Peaky Blinders Season 3, Episode 6, the season finale. A very intense episode, and the first season finale that I've seen that doesn't involve the horse races. We had this intense nail-biting countdown as Tommy's, racing against the clock to try and save Charlie, his son, and just all the things that his plan basically gets thrown out the window as we find out that Alfie has been talking to the priest, and Alfie knew that his son would be taken, but Alfie doesn't seem to have any allegiances to anybody other than himself. His loyalties, go with the wind, basically. He doesn't care. He just does what's best for him, and it was really interesting to see him confront Tommy when Tommy's, very concerned about his son, and just like that panic, and he's obviously so concerned about what's going on with Charlie. Is he safe? Is he gonna get him back? All those thoughts that I imagine would be racing through his mind. And then Alfie brings up the fact, like, okay, wait, how many sons have you killed? Like, you only care about your own family, basically, and you're concerned when your own son is in danger, but how many other sons, husbands, fathers, uncles, brothers, men have you killed that you didn't give a second thought about because they weren't any connection to you and it was just part of doing business, and then not realizing the effect that those deaths would have on obviously their families. And I think Tommy kind of thought about it for a second. It looked like he was like, okay, I don't imagine he's thought about it that way before. It was definitely a different perspective. I don't know that it will change Tommy's ways. I think he will still keep doing what he's always done. It was definitely an interesting perspective as a viewer, because even though we know Tommy does horrible things, I think we're still concerned about Charlie and want him to get back. And then when the way Alfie phrases it, you're just like, oh, right. Like, all these things have happened, and to put into perspective, like, the grand scope of how many people has Tommy killed over the years. And even before, Tommy was at this point in his life, like, how many other people did he kill before then? So yeah, it was definitely very interesting, and to see that gunfight between Tommy and Alfie, and Michael had his first kill, which I feel like he's weirdly proud of, and 2 kills in this episode, when he attacked that guy that was with Alfie, and then when he kills the priest, and he just had this like vacant look in his eye, like he was just so disconnected from everything. And I don't know if it affected him more than he thought, but he definitely seems to be acting more like Tommy, like when we see him in the back of the car and he's like, you know what, I give the orders, you guys come in when I say come in. Like, definitely feels like he's trying to, be the big man on campus and throw his weight around. And I don't know how Tommy is gonna take to that if Michael tries to, start a new world order or something. It's definitely interesting to see, watching him progress through the season and seeing that he's, season finale, he's at this point, he's involved in the violence, he's doing exactly what Polly didn't want him to do. He's got blood on his hands now, and even when Polly tries to take the money away from him, he's holding on to it. And I think having his mom take the money away from him in front of everybody, like, I feel like that wasn't something he appreciated, and just, I feel like Michael's just going to be on a path of destruction and just chaos, and I'm very concerned about what season 4 Michael is going to be like. It was definitely an interesting character arc, and even that scene where Michael shows up and Charlotte is getting that procedure, and he doesn't even stay with her. He knows what's happening. Obviously, the audience knows what's happening. And he's like, you know what? Tommy needs me. I have to go. Whether that was an excuse and he just didn't want to be there at all, but he's already drawn the line in the sand that Charlotte will come second. Everybody will come second, basically, because Tommy is boss and he needs to do exactly whatever Tommy tells him to, whenever Tommy tells him to. Like when we see at the end when Tommy's like, well, if you want the king's shilling, you know, you signed up for this, you knew what was going to happen. I'm very nervous to go into season 4 because Tommy is just completely on his own. I felt like season 2 was building to this point where Tommy was, you know, king of the castle. Couple first episodes of season 3, him and Grace are doing well. They've got this, you know, big house, and then even when we see Tommy kind of question that, he's like, what was I working towards? You know, like I have all these things and then I've lost everything, basically. I felt like Tommy thought he was untouchable because, you know, he'd been successful for so long and he had this big house all of a sudden and, you know, was living this life. And then he thought, you know, nothing could harm him. And then, of course, he loses something that you can't buy, and he lost his family. And just the fact that he's questioning his priorities, he's like, I did all this, but what for? You know, he's kind of realizing that family is more important than money, and he's like, why do I keep doing these things? Like, money has always been the goal, but he's like, now we have so much of it and we're still doing these things. I imagine even without this train robbery, they would be financially comfortable. I feel like they would be doing okay. May not have the biggest house, but I feel like they would be doing okay, even if they decide to never work another day in their life. So it was interesting to see Tommy kind of reflect on that and realize, okay, do I want to keep going on this path? I can't see him giving it up entirely, but I'm very curious to see what Polly's plan is. We didn't get to hear what it was because obviously the police stormed in at that exact moment, but it was definitely nice to see the women of Peaky Blinders kind of take a stand and say, like, you know what, we want to hear Polly's voice. We want to hear what she has to say. And up until this point, basically, anytime Polly has had an opinion or offer feedback on the situation or possible other scenarios, Tommy just shuts her down or listens to her and then ignores her, basically, and just in one ear out the other and doesn't give her any time of day. And I feel like that really played into her self-esteem. And especially when Tommy tells her, like, oh, well, the painter was obviously only getting to know you because he had ulterior motives. Like, he couldn't have liked you for who you are. And it was just so heartbreaking because I feel like Polly's self-confidence is so thin, and doing this portrait and meeting this painter, I feel like they were just starting to come back up, and then of course Tommy just smashes it down again. And I was very worried Polly was going to shoot that painter, especially since the audience already knew that Alfie was the one who had talked to the priest about Tommy's plans, and I couldn't imagine how horrible she would feel if she had shot him and found out that he had nothing to do with this at all, and she just potentially hurt someone who seems genuinely interested in her as a person, and she destroys the painting. And he's like, well, we'll just have to do another one. And she tells him that she wants to be with him. She's like, I want a simple life. So yeah, I feel like there was such hope for the end of this episode and the end of the season, and it just got all ripped away because now everybody's going to jail. I feel like everybody was so set on leaving once they got this big payout, and Tommy knew that, obviously. We knew Arthur was going to leave to America. Who knows if Polly would have left as well, and John. Like, I don't know if Tommy decided to turn everybody in so that they couldn't leave, or like he said, if the people that they had betrayed were now going to revolt against them and put out a bunch of warrants against them. It's hard to know. Both scenarios seem possible. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what will happen in season 4 if Tommy was just acting selfishly and decided to turn his entire family basically so they couldn't leave them. I feel like Arthur wasn't going to come back from America. Like, that would have been the last time he saw his brother unless Tommy decided to go visit America, or if Ada went over, maybe. If he did turn them all in, I don't know if they'll ever get past that, or if it was part of the deal when he was trying to rescue Charlie and he knew that by going after his only son and trying to rescue Charlie, he was putting the rest of his family at risk for legal persecution and for having these warrants against them. And he's like, Arthur, you're not getting on that boat. And just the look on his face was so heartbreaking because he's like, you just had that one step to happiness and then it's like 3 steps back. And it's just, oh my God, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen, what Tommy's plan is, how he's going to get them all out of jail. We know he has no shortage of money, but he told Lizzie to go take all of that train robbery money and to hide it. Whether he will actually give it back to them once they're out, but it was just such a tease because he's sitting at this desk apologizing, giving like these seemed like genuine feelings. He's like, I'm sorry, Linda, I'm sorry, Arthur, I'm sorry, you know, Esme, and just apologizing and saying nice things to Lizzie. And then he knows that while he's having this big speech and handing out money, they're going to be returning the money right away because the police are on their way over to arrest literally everybody. Polly's arrested, Arthur's arrested, John's arrested, Ada's arrested. Like, everybody was involved in this in some way or another, so nobody is off the books, and it's just, oh, my heart. It just felt like such a betrayal, and I don't know what Tommy would do without his family, and I feel like that's his biggest fear, is that everybody's gonna leave him. And maybe he would have been more accepting of that if Grace was still around, but the fact that Grace is now gone, I feel like he's just holding extra tight to everything that he loves dear, and especially when Charlie was taken as well. Tommy's only a leader if he has people who follow him, basically, and that's his family. And he knew John and Arthur would have to pick, 4 people that were gonna die, and he put that weight on their shoulders and that blood on their hands, and he's like, you know what, 6 people need to be dead on this train. You have to pick 4 because we have the conductor and somebody else already on the train. We know Tommy would do anything for his family, and now that he has his son, he put his son above the rest of his family. I feel like the loyalty in this family has definitely been tested numerous times, and if Tommy did betray them all and send them all to jail, I don't know if they'll ever recover from that, how things will ever go back to normal, if the Peaky Blinders will ever become the Peaky Blinders. I don't know how long they're going to be in jail. I'm very curious to start the next season and see what's going to happen. It's making me very nervous, and if Tommy will only get some people out of jail, if he'll let others stay in there, what that's going to look like. I think having that last shot of Tommy standing in the doorway, just completely natural sound of Tommy's like footsteps on the floor, and he walks away and you just see the shot of the open door, however metaphor you want to use that for. But it was interesting because usually we see them walking towards camera, but now we see Tommy's back facing the camera, and even when he turns and walks away, just that shot of the open door. An open door could mean new possibilities, it could mean departures, as we saw with the entire family being taken away by the police and Tommy left alone. And of course, he's the only one who's not arrested. He's the one who orchestrated this whole thing. That definitely makes me think that he's the one who betrayed everybody to save his own butt. I was not expecting the Duchess to be working with Tommy this entire time. The fact that she just wanted to steal these jewels from her own family, basically, she did show up out of nowhere. And the way she was acting around Tommy and saying like, oh, I'll help you get over your wife, and starts wearing Grace's perfume and just talking about her all the time. It was so bizarre. And the fact that she pays Tommy to dig this tunnel, get the jewels, and now Tommy gets his big payout. I was definitely not expecting that twist. I believe that the Duchess character would do that absolutely. She seems she has her own plan, and the fact that she was willing to steal from her own family, and she tells Tommy that like, you would never steal from your own family. But again, I don't know where you draw the line with that one. And the fact that she was like, you know what, they're just going to give these jewels to somebody else, they won't appreciate them, so I'm going to take them because I believe that they're rightfully mine. And then even when she shoots the one witness to this transaction, basically, so I was like, is she going to shoot Tommy as well and take the money back? Like, there seems to be no limits to what she's willing to do. I feel very certain that Tommy will never visit her in Vienna. I hope not. I hope she's out of this season. I feel like she just caused a bunch of trouble, and even though, the Shelby gang did get that big payoff from the jewels, I feel like it was so much trouble. I don't know that the money would be worth it. It was just such a painful moment to see Finn running down the tracks to tell Arthur and John, they got Charlie, they're okay, don't blow up the train. Like, this was only, backup plan in case something happened to Charlie, basically. And he's just like 4 seconds too late, basically. Michael definitely was hesitant about shooting the priest, and he didn't seem to hesitate when he shot that person that was with Alfie, whether that was because he was attacking Tommy or not. And then Michael is facing this person who abused him. So if he had, been quicker with his actions, maybe that could have been prevented and they wouldn't have blown up the train. It just added an extra element of heartbreak to this episode, considering they're on such a crazy timeline and racing against the clock to get all these things done, and it was just such bad timing. And then obviously when we see Michael kill the priest, he just goes completely unhinged. His face is covered in blood, and he's just stabbed him like under the chin. I feel like, yeah, he's just going to become more and more violent. Overall, I thought it was a crazy episode, a crazy way to end the season finale. I instantly want to watch season 4 now just to see what's going on and if they'll do another time jump where everybody in the Shelby family is going to be, considering they're completely torn apart now. And it was definitely interesting to see across this season Tommy kind of get taken down from his mountain and have things that he cares about being taken away. We saw obviously the loss of Grace in episode 2, and then the possibility of Charlie being taken away and him doing anything possible to get his son back. I'm glad Charlie made it back safely. I couldn't imagine Tommy, what he would even do with his life or what his plan would be if Charlie and Grace had been taken away. And it seems like it's been a relatively short time span, like in the same year, if he lost both his wife and his child. Like, I can't imagine what he would do. I'm curious to see if there will be fallout from the Soviets, as they were supposed to blame this train explosion on the Soviets and burn these papers. I'm very curious to see if everybody will still be in jail, what Tommy's plan is, what Polly's plan is for the future. I really hope they listen to her and Tommy values her opinion. Maybe having some time alone to reflect on things will be good for him. Who knows? As much as Tommy tries to be, you know, the lone wolf and do everything on his own, he can't do that without his family. Like, he needs these people to execute his plans. Even though he treats them terribly and basically doesn't care about what happens to them, he just uses them to get what he wants, and then when things happen, you know, then he comes back and tries to make amends. How sincere it is, who knows? I feel like he cares about his family, but I feel like he cares about the business and doing what's best for him more. Maybe now that that's shifted, maybe now after seeing everything with Charlie, he's reprioritizing his life and will start to focus more on family and not treat everybody like they're beneath him and that he knows what's best and everybody else, you know, opinion doesn't matter. The fact that he asked his brothers to kill random people for him and it didn't seem like he gave it any second thought. Maybe he did, but it just felt like, okay, well, he apologized, but at that point it's too late. Basically, they have to live with that choice for the rest of their life. And even when we see, you know, John try and comfort Arthur and he's like, you know what, I'll do it, it's okay. And then Arthur's just unflinching loyalty to Tommy, being like, you know what, I told Tommy I'll do it. The sacrifices that Arthur and John have made to Tommy and the Shelby gang could fill an entire phone book. I feel like it's just endless. No matter what they do, it feels like Tommy's just pursuit is endless and there's never enough. It's always one last job, you know, and then we'll be fine. And I think Tommy kind of realized some of that at the end. He's like, you know what, what's the point? Like, what's my final goal? I'm curious to see if Alfie will be in season 3. Tommy did mention getting a horse again, so I don't know if May will come back. I'm very curious to see if her character will be more involved. Again, please no spoilers. I very much feel like the priest was Campbell of this season, basically. He just was willing to do anything to take down Tommy and using his family against him as collateral, and it was just horrible. And we know he won't be in season 4, so I'm curious to see who the villain will be in season 4, if Tommy will continue to work with Alfie after this. Michael said, you know, it wasn't good for business to kill him, and like we know, Tommy will do anything for business. I hope Tommy has a plan to get his family out, and I'm very curious to see what the fate of the Peaky Blinders will be in season 4. Thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. What is he gonna do with a bronze horse? He's like, I'm actually pretty busy with a jewelry heist. They even got new hats for the season finale. I guess they're doing another painting, all right. That they knew obviously would be killed in this train explosion. He's like, I would trade you $100 million worth of jewels for my son. Yeah, so she just wanted her family's jewels basically, and she's like, they're never gonna give them to me. Can't leave if they're in jail, they'll need me still.